Welcome back to Star Wars Sublight. Let's break down those finer details inside Luthen's Den of Antiquities in Episode 4 of Andor. After extracting Cassian Andor from Ferrix, Luthen Rael dons a disguise and returns to his alter ego on Coruscant as an art dealer. When Mon Mothma enters, we learn that the store is actually a front for the rebellion. Here are the top 4 Easter eggs and cool things that I saw hanging about in the antique store. Starting off, we have what appears to be a set of Mandalorian armor. This set looks a lot like Din Djarin's Beskar chest plate, but is a little bit beefier. Perhaps to show it's from an older generation where things were less refined and perhaps Beskar was a lot easier to come by. After seeing how much Beskar makes a full set of Mandalorian armor, I'd say that this piece in Luthen's possession would cost enough to make even the armorer's eyes water. Next up is what looks like a Twi'lek Kalikori in the background. The Kalikori is a piece of art depicting the family tree and is a family heirloom amongst the Twi'lek species. We've seen them show up previously in Star Wars Rebels when Hera Syndulla loses hers to Grand Admiral Thrawn in his art collection. I would say that a Twi'lek and their Kalikori are not easily separated, so Luthen either paid handsomely for it, or he obtained it using more nefarious means. And whereas Hera's Kalikori looks a little bit piecemeal, this one looks a whole lot more ornate. We also hear the Twi'lek homeworld of Ryloth mentioned in the ISB meeting, so perhaps Luthen came into possession of this Kalikori as a result of whatever the Empire is running on Ryloth at the time. Next up, we have this stoic-looking set of armor behind Luthen, with a helmet I'm sure fans of The Force Unleashed are going to recognize almost instantly. That's because it looks a whole lot like Starkiller's Darkside Assassin helmet during the game's Darkside Epilogue and DLC pack. Finally, I want to talk about something that isn't so much an Easter egg as it is foreshadowing of the story ahead. When Mon Mothma declines to handle the Utapauan cudgel, Luthen invites her to the back room to see something truly unique. It's a tablet depicting a two-faced divinity, the sun goddess and a serpent from the overworld sharing the same mouth. And of course we wouldn't be the channel that analyzes the finer details of a galaxy far, far away if we didn't stop for a minute to overanalyze this piece. I would say that Luthen Rael chose this piece for Mon Mothma because it speaks to her story in the rebellion. She is both the sun goddess fighting for the light side and the serpent of the overworld, a senator of the Galactic Empire, two faces sharing one mouth. It could also depict Mon Mothma's idealism and naivety in fighting a guerrilla war. Perhaps she is the sun goddess, and the serpent is Saw Gerrera and his partisans, an underground militia with very different ideas on how to attain the same outcome. That's everything I caught in Luthen Rael's Den of Antiquities. Was there anything I missed? Anything you spotted that maybe looks important? Let me know what else you spied in the comments, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.